MCC All Stars. MCC All Stars. Thank you very much for this opportunity. It comes once in a lifetime, and it's a very big privilege to be part of what we are doing here. If I were you, like Mr. Collins has rightly said, if I were you, even if we don't have notes, I would expect you to use your phone to record some of these things. The reason is that at your own quiet time, you can go back to them and just play it, listen to it. No man is an island of knowledge. Some of us here, we don't know better than you, but it's just that to an extent, maybe it's because of age and our exposure, that's why we're on this part of the divide. I'm not going to dwell much. I'm not going to waste time. We have agreed that this thing should be more than 15-20 minutes, but take it as a very, very important 15-20 minutes of your time every last Saturday of the month, because we'll be coming up with different topics and issues that we think can affect you positively. The topic for today, like Mr. Collins have rightly said, is love and discipline. One of the reasons why we are starting with this topic is not far-fetched. We need to understand that when you have had people gathered like this, the major role for progress is, first of all, the people first of all need to understand what love means. Because most times we come here and we all say, we have a slogan, MCC All Stars, and we respond for the love of the game. For the love of the game, we respond MCC All Stars. Bottom line is, true, we might actually really love the game. Because if we don't really love the game, most of us won't take our time from our busy schedule and be coming here. That is fine. But is it just love for the game that is the most important thing? The answer is no. The answer is no. If we all claim to love the game and we come every Wednesday and Saturdays to play the game, do we love ourselves? That's the most important thing. That's the most important. So what even comes first is first of all loving ourselves before we talk about loving the game. Because if you claim to love the game and you don't love the person you are playing the game with, you are a hypocrite. Because it's simple. If you love the game that much, you should be able to love Sammy, you should be able to love Onana, you should be able to love. There should be oneness. And that takes me to what is the meaning of love. Because a lot of people, use the word, they don't even know what it means, But to bring it to your level, let's not even go far and start talking plenty story. Love is a strong feeling or a strong likeness towards something. It's simple. So what it means is that if I have strong likeness towards Edidion, for instance, everything about Edidion's life and welfare should be of concern to me. That's what it means. If I like Terry so much, it means that everything that concerns Terry should be in my heart. So when we talk about love in this case, we're not just talking about loving the game, but we're talking about love. First of all, loving yourself is very important. Because truth be told, if you don't even love yourself, you can't give out love. Even the Bible, God said, He said, first of all, love yourself. That is after you love yourself, you now love your neighbor as yourself. So what it means is that, obviously, I'm very, very sure most of us here, nobody can wake up in the morning and carry something, hammer, and hit your own head. Is it possible? You cannot. It's because of the likeness you have for yourself. You always want to do things to please yourself. So if you only want to do things to please yourself, and the Bible has already said, first of all, love yourself and love your neighbor like you love yourself. It simply means that if you love your neighbor, those things you cannot do to yourself, you cannot do it to your neighbor. And that transcends to MCC All Stars. We are a team of people. We are a team of people. People from diverse upbringing, people from diverse culture, people from diverse understanding of life. Now, how do we progress? The first point of all for us to progress, because remember, Remember, we are from different backgrounds. Some also are from different religion. We have Muslims here, we have Christians. But in the midst of this, our diversity and our differences, what should gather us together is that strong likeness or strong feeling towards one another. If I have strong feeling towards Dallas, for instance, his religion should be a problem to me. Because first of all, Dallas is first a human being before he became an Islamic person. So what the Bible or what naturally is a natural law or is a natural thing to have strong feeling towards somebody. And that strong feeling will make you not want to do a lot of things to that strong feeling. And again, I take it, I bring it back here. If we love ourselves, issues that happen here should stay here. When you now go out to say, others say, not mind them, so they misbehave. There's no love. Where there's no love, gossip prevail. Where there's no love, backbiting prevail. Where there is no love, hatred comes in. And anything that hatred has entered, gossiping and backbiting has entered, progress will never come. It's certain. No matter how hard, if we bring all the billions in Nigeria and put it in MCC All Stars, if we don't love ourselves, if there's this backbiting, if there's gossip, if there's hatred, we cannot progress. We will keep going around in circles. And at the end of the day, that will now lead to what you call clique inside cliques. That the K will now have his clique, coach will now have his, Terry will have his, Castle will have his. Because there is no love. Love is togetherness. Love is oneness. It is very important. So when we speak love, like I started with, love is a strong likeness. When you say likeness is strong, it simply means that it's not by saying it with your mouth to say, I like Dallas. That's not the issue. The issue is that you like Dallas. Can you be a friend indeed to Dallas if the Chiefs are down? One of the greatest logo of the American soldier is everybody goes home. You know what that means? That is why if you now they watch war films, when they shoot an American soldier, you see that the most important thing they do first of all, if that soldier is not dead, you see they try to carry the soldier. It's a slogan. It's a slogan because that soldier that was shot could have been anybody. Even when the soldier dies and they look like you cannot, they remove his dog tag. You know the dog tag that chain they wear. So why is simply that so the part of that soldier must get to him? It shows that is a strong sign to say that the American army put together, Navy, Air Force, whatever, it is one. And the only that can bring oneness is love. It's a very strong word. So when we come here every day to run around the field and we finish playing, but everybody sees that and they say MCC All Stars, you say for the love of the game. Yes, the love of the game is not enough to progress this football team. The love of the game is not enough to progress you as a human being. When we talk about love, don't restrict it to what we are doing here. You have people you interact with daily. You have friends. You should be able to be someone and say, this person that I'm calling my friend, if the chips are down, can I be useful to this person? It's very important. So when we are talking about love, we are talking about a situation whereby all of us as humans, all of us as individuals should understand the fact that first of all, love God. It is very important. In fact, it's one of the commandments. And when you love God and love yourself, it becomes easier to love your neighbor. Whether your neighbor is Islam, whether he's a Christian, whether he's an atheist, whether he's a Ekanka, it doesn't matter. Because remember, that your neighbor is first of all a human before anything. Now, the next part of the issue on ground is discipline. What is discipline? You know, a lot of people most times they misconstrue or misunderstand when we talk about discipline. Discipline can take so many forms, but in a very simple way to put it, I tag discipline as a way of life. Why do I say discipline is a way of life? If you look at the dictionary definition of discipline, it will tell you simply obeying rules and regulation set by an organization or a society. That's what the dictionary meaning will tell you. Yes, that is the meaning of discipline. You need to obey rules and regulations that have been set on ground. But for me, discipline goes beyond that. Discipline is a very strong word. You know, most times in this football pitch, when we say our players are not disciplined, when we say good guys are not disciplined, you think that maybe we are just saying it for the fun of it. And I have even personally used a simple case study with a footballer that we all agree that is talented. But what happened to him? He never even made it big as his talent could have carried him. You see now, God gave him everything. God gave him the talent. He only needs to, the only thing that was required of him, permit me to use the pidgin, pull your head down. The difference between Messi and Ronaldo and every other player in the world is not the talent. Every other player in the world, some of them have talent. I can give you numbers. Ibrahimovic is very talented. Andrino, that played in Inter Milan, was a very talented footballer. Even Ronaldinho, if he was half as disciplined as Messi and Ronaldo, he would have won one footballer more than once or twice that he won it, because the talent was there. Look at how good Zinedine was. One act of madness destroyed his whole career. Now, when you look at when people are talking about the greatest player in the world, Zidane is supposed to be up there, first 10, but now nobody even counts among first 10 because of one silly moment of madness. So when we say discipline, we are simply looking at telling yourself that I want to behave in a certain way that will be beneficial to both you and people around you. And when you say I want to behave in a certain way, what do you mean by behaving in a certain way? When you behave in a way where you are mad, you've told yourself that always you want to be mad, that is not being disciplined. But to an extent you can say it's discipline because you have agreed that you want to be behaving like a madman and you are consistent about it. Hello. So once we talk about discipline, we are talking about one, I want to behave in a certain way, and this way that I want to behave, it will be pleasing to the eyes of everybody that looks at me. And what are these ways? One, you must have integrity. 1, 2, you must be honest. 3, you must learn to obey. Those 3 key words, or those 3 key things I just mentioned, are very important. When you say integrity, it's a very strong word. Integrity means that behind you, people should be able to say, I trust that man not to behave like this. That's integrity. It means even behind your back, when people are gathered and saying, Terry is extra, you say, no, Terry not behave like that. Terry, wait. That's straight too. That is integrity. Honesty. Don't be the one that they will ask question. You not because you want to get favor from Daddy K and see the truth and decide not to say it because of the stipends you will get from Daddy K. 3, obedience. There's this saying that says obey before what? Complain. It's a very strong word though. First of all, Listen, because most times listening is better than talking. There's so much information in listening than you get from talking. When you say Terry is talking, instead of you to wait for Terry to land, you want to buttress your point. People that are highly opinionated most times don't go far in life. You know, when I say highly opinionated, it means to know people that want to always prove na me know and pass. Most times they don't go far in life because now you know pass. So you know they take time. You don't take time to listen to what the other person has to say. And if you don't take time to listen, how do you even learn? How do you even understand? Because life is about perspective and opinion. Yes, there's nothing wrong in you having your opinion, but there's also something very wrong when you don't listen to other people's opinion. You need to, because no man is an island. We keep learning every day. So going by the word discipline, it entails a lot of these things I just defined to you now. Discipline is also self-respect. Discipline is how you carry yourself in the midst of people. Discipline is how you carry yourself in the midst of challenges. Many times here, coach will say, come to training. Don't mind how life is dealing with you. Sincerely speaking, life is dealing with all of us. So, yes. At our various capacity. If you don't know that, if you are looking, for instance, for 1 million, life will deal with you with that 1 million capacity. Those of us that are looking for hundreds of millions, life is dealing with us in that capacity. So when you see us come here, don't think that it is rosy. It's just that we have told ourselves that no matter how life throws challenges at us, we will not let the challenges overwhelm us. It's a way of life. I will go out there, I will play football, I will hang out with them, Terry, I will enjoy myself no matter the challenges I am facing. That is discipline. I will go out there no matter how hard Onana tries to provoke me in the field of play, I will not respond to him today. That is discipline. I will go out there today to go and hustle for my daily 2K. No matter what anybody tells me, I want to focus on the daily 2K. Another word for discipline is focus. See your goals. Don't be distracted. Chase after them with all your life. But when I say chase after them with all your life, it doesn't mean you should give up your life for your goals. Because discipline is also about setting goals. And mind you, it is not every goal you will achieve at once. Life is not like that. When you set the goal, you look at how achievable are these goals. You scale them. Once you scale them, the one that is close to you, you know, in management, we call them low-hanging fruits. You know, when you permit me to use pigeon, when you walk out reach where maybe mango tree day, and you get so many fruits, the fruit you go first call your mind to pluck. I don't those ones near ground, you go them. That's how focus and achieving targets are. Don't worry, just ignore them. That's how focus and achieving targets are. When you set targets, achieve the ones that are very achievable. And don't set targets that will kill you. Life is very realistic. That's why at times too, permit me for those of now like church where at times too, when I go to church, our pastor pray, they pray because say, go make 1 million this week, and members they shout amen. But inside your mind, you know, so you not get work. We go give you 1 million. Why you don't answer amen to that? That cannot be for you. Right? Thank you. Okay, and that will take me back to favor. Favor again. You know, a lot of people, especially Christians, think that favor is something you just walk to and you get it. But let me correct my impression. Let me tell you people, if you look at the Boy Scout motto, I'm not from no Boy Scout. The motto of the Boy Scout is be prepared. And there's a feeling that says opportunity means preparedness. I'm a typical example of this definition or this saying I just gave you now. I have a lot of friends who are they study to be chartered accountants. So they say, you don't have to waste time for this thing now. All this time we take graduate from school. If you go do masters, if you don't go far, you know, some people came to me face to face and say, stop this the way you did do. As you know, book, you should just go do masters, maybe forget all these things. And I told them one word, two words, I am focused. I want to become a chartered accountant, and of course I must become it, nothing anybody will see. I kept chasing, I kept going after that target, and I got it. And when the opportunity came to now play, as we take sit down with somebody, say, I did the first chartered accountant for somewhere. I said, okay, I am chartered. That's what I mean by opportunity means preparedness. I've already prepared myself, waiting for the opportunity to come. If na Christian, he go say that na favor. That is not favor. That is not favor. God is not a magician. You need to always put yourself in a position where when things come, they can easily come to you. So when we talk about discipline, in conclusion, is we are talking about telling yourself that I want to live in a certain way that pleases both myself and my immediate society. So that if tomorrow behind your back people can say, oh, that man, that woman is a good person. And finally, when you now look at love and discipline, they might seem poles apart, but in the first place, if you cannot love, you cannot be disciplined. If you don't love, you cannot have integrity. If you don't show love, you cannot be honest. If you don't show love, you cannot even stay focused. Because the simple analysis of it is that how many of you have seen somebody that is full with bitterness? Do this analysis. See people that they call sadists. Look at their life, how they live their life. Their life is, even you will know that nothing is happening to them. Why? Because their mind is full of lots of hate. And where hate dey, nothing prospers. Nothing. Because when people will be seeing the good in Terry, the hate will be seeing the bad in Terry. That's how life is. That is when we see hate and love. When you love somebody, you don't look at the person's weakness, you look at the person's strength. You should love people with their weakness. Love does not have an excuse. You won't say, I don't love Terry because anytime they correct Terry, you know they listen to me. That is not love. We already know that Terry does not listen. Love him still. Keep talking to Terry. Keep telling Terry, you need to learn to listen. So when we talk love and discipline, we are talking about two words that go side by side. If one is lacking, it becomes very impossible for the other one to thrive. If discipline is there, you cannot be so disciplined. See, that man, a very disciplined man, no, but he hates all the people, all the neighbors. How is that even possible? You are no longer disciplined. Because discipline breeds love, and love breeds some of these things. So in conclusion, my teammates, my brothers and my friends, let's learn to understand that as we come here every Wednesday and Saturday, it is our responsibility to show great likeness. When I say like strong likeness for every of our team member, no matter who that team member is. Let's also understand that in the field of play, the referee is like a god. Let's discipline ourselves to the extent that if he blows, I saw a lot of improvements to that, and I was very impressed. If he blows, even if it is against us, let's hold ourselves from committing a comment that will seem as if the man in the middle of the field holding the whistle is a bad person, or he doesn't like you enough. I am not sure the coaches or the referee hates any of us here. Because they are humans, they are bound to have their weaknesses. And some of these weaknesses is the reason today why you have VAR in football. Even this human weakness and mistake that they are trying to eradicate, it is humans that are still manning the VAR. They are still making mistakes. So please, let's come here every day with a mindset of saying that any member of this club is your brother. If you get brother we get bad character, una dey stay the same house, you can't hear say bad people call character, you go say because you get bad character make the character go. The answer is no. He's your brother. I have seen strong relationship built from associations like this. I have seen people progress from associations like this. I have seen people protect each other from associations like this. The reason why they do all that is because of one, the strong love they have for themselves as individuals. If Terry offend you, now your brother, instead of going behind Terry back to say Terry na yeye person, or to go and instigate callings, you know, some of us we get that habit. Once you get enemy, you go to recruit people to follow you, join the enemy for that person. It doesn't work. And you too that they recruit, it's obvious to put your eye for ground. You dey inherit enemy. You know, if anybody offend you here, walk up to the person. None of us here get forehead. Walk up to the person. You want to meet the person and say, this thing way you do me, I don't like him. See my reasons why I don't like him. If it goes on and on about it, discipline comes in. You respect yourself. I don't tell her, no, you can leave her. But it don't mean say you can't carry hatred inside mind for her. Some people can be unnecessarily stubborn. You give them time. I keep telling people that the only constant in life is change. Nobody they bad forever. Nobody they good forever. Some people in life now circumstances now put them for where they dey. Some people too, they are not properly brought up. I keep telling people, in a home where there is no love, it is hard for the children of that home to show love. But that does not mean that those children are not lovable people. We will not cast them away. When I see the way Jesus Christ love all of us, just imagine that some of us be Jesus Christ. Look at the woman who commit adultery. People some carry bullets, some carry bomb. Say they won't bomb the woman. The woman don't usually Jesus Christ there. Jesus Christ put his face on all this time. They talk. In a simple question, ask there. Who knows say nobody commit sin? May cast the first stone. They look, all of them look themselves. Before you know, some begin drop their stone small, begin walk and they go. That is how we are. There's none of us that is perfect here. The only perfect being is God. And if God is only perfect, we should understand our weaknesses and try to live with each other with those weaknesses. Don't try to change people. You can only talk to them. When they see about what they tell you, it's about your boy no cash, you go stop him. And they use joke, they tell everybody, but I'm passing a message to him. He's like a younger brother to me. Not only buy the smoke you go for the field. Other people they smoke you go, but that's why they say smoke and not smoke you go. Because and they see the TBS now buy one eye that affect fast. That is my own way of showing him love. I go they use joke, they talk him. I'm not going to stop to talk until the day when I hear say don't stop smoking go. That is my own way of telling him. I am not saying people smoking go are bad people. So you don't get me wrong. But now what the person body cash. Now they do. And now me that don't tell me say drink and one any I thought not me now. Because I don't say if I drink one any I know what they do me. That is self-love. I love myself. You cannot force me to do something I know say it not go good for me. So in conclusion of this session, please, I beg all of us, may God give all of us the grace to do the right thing at the right time. May God give all of us the grace to love, to show love to ourselves and our immediate community. May God give us the grace to tell ourselves, say, I want to do this thing, and you stand by it. That's our discipline. All these things with the hope that it will help us progress together. As Ovie dey progress, Edidion dey progress, goalkeepers coach dey progress, make all of us dey progress together. Let's not leave anybody behind. The one that cannot follow us, make we hand on strong, show our hand to lift them alongside. Brando.
Without wasting much time, this first class, love and discipline, the expectation for this month, this coming month, for entering March, is that, especially for training days, Wednesday and Saturday, every one of us is expected to invite love and discipline. So this will also form part of the award for next month. So best player that said love almost. Okay, so this video will be available on our YouTube channel on Monday by God's grace. Please, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, subscribe. We are up to 63. I think we have about 9 subscribers last time I checked. We also opened Facebook, so our YouTube and Facebook is growing the channel. So once we post and drop the link, just comment, like for our YouTube, just subscribe, share, because I believe other clubs will learn from what we are doing. So the knowledge is not just for us, it's for every other person. So thank you very much for your time. MCC All Stars.